And the Bucks get the loose ball rebound. Here goes Taylor Smith the other way. Mary Moore puts it up. And give her three. Mary Moore with her first 3 points of the game. And Shelton's first made triple of the game. (25-9). Shelton State. That's no good, and the rebound controlled by Tierra Davis. Taylor Smith pushes it the other way. Oh, nice pass underneath, and the lay-in by Keanu Montgomery. Her first 2 points of the ball game. 27-9, Shelton. They are on a 16-0 run since they were leading by only 2, 11-9. It's now 27-9. That's what they do to people. Almost got another steal. That's no good, and that's the end of the shot clock. It is not the end of the first quarter. We still have 7.5 seconds left in the first quarter. Here come the Bucks, down to 3 seconds. And three-point shot is good at the buzzer by Mary Moore. Wow, what a great first quarter by Shelton State. They put 30 on the board. And again, their lead had been cut to 2 at 11-9. And then they finished that first quarter on a 19-0 run to lead 30-9 after 1. And they've only had 2 threes. Mary Moore made both of them. So you'd think with scoring so many points in one quarter that they would have hit a lot of threes, but that's not the case. Just the 2 by Mary, and that's it. But they have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players score already. Kiara Sexton has 4. Connie Clark has 5. Kirby DeBoard has 5. Trinity Hambright, 2. T. Marks has 4. Mary Moore has 6 to lead the way with her 2 threes. Keanu Montgomery has 2, and Keasia Williams has 2. Also, one of the big factors is the free throws and the free throw shooting. Shelton has only committed 1 foul, so there have been no free throws taken by Snead State. Meanwhile, Snead committed 6 fouls in that first quarter. And the Lady Bucks converted all of their free throws. 8 out of 8 as a team from the line in that first quarter. So it's 30-9 Shelton as we start the second quarter. Looks like a zone defense this time for Shelton State. They don't go to a zone very often, but they do it once in a while. There's the shot at the end of the clock. It's no good. The Bucks get the rebound. Down the low post. Oh, what a nice spin move. Didn't even need a dribble. That is well done by Keasia Williams. (32-9). The Shelton scoring run continues. A 21-0 run for Shelton. Deep three at the end of the shot clock, and this one is no good because they say she got it off late. The Shelton defense has been forcing the Lady Parsons to either turn it over or use up the entire shot clock before they can get a desperation shot up. Oh, nice turnaround shot is good for T. Marks. She has looked good. She has 6. And they get another steal. Kirby DeBoard runs it down before it goes out of bounds. Strong move, and you don't see that every day. Well, it went in the net, but it went up through the bottom of the net first and then back down from top to bottom the second time. So it's no good, but she was fouled by Kaylee Hunter. That's 3 on Hunter already. And the first of 2 free throws is in and out. Tough break for T. Marks. That is the first missed free throw of the night for Shelton State. And that baby was halfway down. And oh, another steal. There goes Kiera Sexton all the way. And a timeout taken by Snead State. That Kiera Sexton steal and score continues the Shelton State offensive run. They have now gone on a 25-0 run since it was 11-9. It's 36-9 now. 25 unanswered points for Shelton State. .7:28 to play in the second quarter. Knocked away and stolen. Another steal for the Bucks. There goes Kirby DeBoard the other way for 2. Kirby now with 7. Oh, that's a travel, and it is called that way by the officials. .38-9, Shelton State. A 27-0 run. And they go inside and then back out. The little runner in the lane is no good for Kiera Sexton. And there goes Snead the other way. Oh, great defense that time. T. Marks and Keasia Williams team up on that defensive job, but the Bucks turned it over at the other end. Less than 5:50 to play in the first half. 38-9, Shelton State. That's no good, and grabbing the board, Connie Clark. There goes Connie the other way. She'll get it back. Now Kiara Sexton. Got trapped in the corner, but got out of it. Oh, great idea there, but somebody for Snead got a hand on it to knock it away, or else it would have been an easy layup. Keanu Montgomery into the ball game for Keasia Williams. Free ball for Connie Clark. It's no good, but there for the board and the putback is Tanaya Marks. T has 8 in the ball game. And another timeout taken by Snead State. 4:52 remaining in the second quarter. Snead State has not scored in this quarter yet. In fact, they have not scored in a long time. A 29-0 run is currently ongoing for the Lady Bucks from Shelton State. Lady Parsons basketball out of the timeout. And that one's at the end of the shot clock again, and it's no good. And there go the Bucks the other way. Baseline drive. Oh, that was beautifully done by Connie Clark. Good body control by Connie Clark. That was not easy. Sliding along the baseline. And there's one. There's the first bucket in a long time for Snead State as Jasmine Davis scores it. It had been a 31-0 run before that bucket right there. Unbelievable. And that one rims out. And nice strong rebound by Team Marks, but then her shot is blocked. Shot clock down to 9. They've been going at the end of the shot clock every time because they can't do anything about the Shelton defense. That's no good, and out of bounds. It'll be Shelton ball. And here comes the 5 fresh players into the game for Shelton State. Trinity Hambright, Tiara Davis, Mary Moore, Taylor Smith, and Keanu Montgomery all check in 5 at a time, like a hockey game. New line comes in. And they're going to get down to the end of the shot clock again, and that one's good. Jasmine Davis hits a three. She has scored all 5 of their points in this second quarter. Up and in on the left side of the basket for Tiara Davis. Tiara becomes the 9th different Lady Buck to score in the ball game. And it's a 30-point lead for Shelton State, 44-14. Free ball from the corner, off the mark. Taylor Smith has the rebound. Beautiful spin dribble. And now Mary Moore puts it up, off, and the follow won't go. And we got a foul on Snead. Foul was on Kaylee Rory. Trinity Hambright's first free throw is good. Trinity now with 3 points in the game, making 3 of 3 free throws. And she makes the second as well. (46-14) Shelton. That's good for Lainey Yurda. Working on the inside and working well. Tiara Davis, that was a pretty play. Nice spinning shot. Spinning fall away by Tiara Davis. 48-17 Shelton State. That's good. They've gotten hot from that left wing all of a sudden. Sarah Morgan hits the triple. Still a big lead by Shelton. They're up by 28. Mary Moore. Now Taylor Smith for 3. It's good. Taylor Smith with her first 3 points. She becomes the 10th Lady Buck to score in the game. That's 3 threes so far made by Shelton State. And stepped on the boundary. It'll be Shelton State ball, 51-20. 4.2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Taylor Smith, 2-1, gets it off and cannot get it in. It is 51-20 at the end of the first half. Wow, so much to tell you about from that first half. Adding up the individual points totals for you. Shelton outscored Snead State 30-9 after one quarter of play. And outscored Snead 21-11 in the second quarter. Much more competitive by Snead in about the last 3-4 minutes of the second quarter. Before that, the last part of the first quarter and that first part of the second quarter, they had a long scoreless streak in which Shelton State went on a 36-0 run. You heard me right. They scored 36 straight points. They took what was a close game at 11-9. Shelton Bay leading by 2 to where they were leading by 38. They lead by 31 right now here at halftime as Snead finally got a shot to drop latter part of the second quarter, and then actually hit a couple of threes down the stretch and just sliced a little bit off the deficit. Checking my numbers here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 different Lady Bucks have scored already. We're at halftime. In fact, I believe everybody for Shelton that has played in the game to this point has scored. And as a result, even though they have 51 points on the board, they don't have one player in double figures. Amazing the way they've spread the scoring around. Just listen to this scoring. First for Snead State. They're being led by Jasmine Davis. She has 7. They got 5 points from Sarah Morgan, 3 points from Lainey Yurda, 3 from Sydney Manor, and 2 from Madison Harper. That is it for them. They have 5 different players scoring and nobody in double figures. As a team, they hit 4 threes. Actually, one more than Shelton hit in that first half. Lady Bucks hitting 3 threes. Now the individual scoring for Shelton, and again, it's absolutely incredible the way they have spread it around. 10 different players have scored, yet nobody in double figures. And they have 51 points on the board as a team, and the game is half over. T. Marks leading the way with 8. They got 7 from Connie Clark. They got 7 from Kirby DeBoard. They got 6 from Kiara Sexton. 6 from Mary Moore on 2 threes. 4 points for Trinity Hambright on 4 out of 4 free throws. 4 points for Tiara Davis. 4 points for Kiesia Williams. 3 points for Taylor Smith on a 3. And 2 points from Keanu Montgomery. So the scoring for Shelton, again, points 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 2. Now that is spreading the scoring around if I ever did see it. to put 51 points on the board in a half a basketball game. Have 10 different scores, nobody in double figures. And only 3 made threes. You see all those points on the board, you think, wow, they must hit like 7 or 8, 9 threes. Well, they hit 3. That's it. Another interesting stat. Snead State committed 7 fouls in the first half. Shelton State committed but 1. They have been called for 1 foul. Snead has not been to the free throw line to shoot. They are nothing for nothing on free throws. Meanwhile, Shelton has shot their free throws very well. They are 10 out of 12. 10 out of 12 free throw shooting so far in the game. So obviously nobody for Shelton State is in any kind of foul trouble. For Snead, they have Kaylee Hunter with two, I believe. I have marked a third one for her, but I believe that was a mistake. I think I was looking at the wrong column of numbers when I marked that down. I believe she has 2. Sarah Morgan has 2 as well. So they're the 2 closest to any sort of foul trouble. Shelton State averages scoring 80 points per game. And they are probably going to eclipse that average here tonight with 51 here at halftime. And another number to look at is the small number of points that they have allowed, as Snead State with just 20 points here at halftime. Shelton's opponents average scoring 59.8 points per game. We'll call it 60. But again, here at halftime, just 20 on the board for Snead State. Coming into the game, Shelton's scoring averages for their players reflects the way they spread the scoring around. They only had 2 players coming in averaging in double figures. Kirby DeBoard with 14.5 points per game, and Taylor Smith averaging 11.4 points per game. But as I said, they get contributions from literally everybody on the roster. Tell you what, I got a different stat sheet here. This one might be a little bit more up to date. Yeah, I got a more updated stat sheet here. I thought I had 2 sheets that were showing the same thing, but one of them is a few games back. So let me calibrate and do a better job of giving you some accurate information. Kirby DeBoard is averaging a little over 17 points per game now. And T. Marks has got her average into double figures at 11.2 points per game. Taylor Smith's average is just under double figures now at 9.2 points per game. So still just two players averaging double figures, but the number's a little bit different there. Again, the Bucks are 10-3 overall. And they are 6-0 in conference play and look like they're going to go to 7-0 in conference play here in about an hour. The Lady Bucks are coming off of a doubleheader sweep of Gadsden State by some big scores. Into their doubleheader was well, they played a half of two doubleheaders with Gadsden State last week, with the men being the other game, and they beat Gadsden 105-55 in one of those games, and a little bit closer, but still not very close, 79-52 in the other game coming into tonight. And again, as we look at the scoring in the first half, 10 different Lady Bucks have scored. Everybody that's been in the game has scored, yet nobody in double figures. That's how much they spread the scoring around. Tanaya Marks leading the way with 8. Connie Clark and Kirby DeBoard each have 7. Kiara Sexton, Mary Moore each have 6. 4 points for Trinity Hambright and Tiara Davis and Keasia Williams. 3 for Taylor Smith and 2 for Keanu Montgomery. The Lady Bucks out on the floor warming up, getting ready for the second half. While the Lady Parsons have not emerged. Well, yes, they are. They've already done their warming up. They're over in a team huddle over at their bench now, planning strategy for the second half. All right, just about ready to get the third quarter started. Looks like Keasia Williams, T. Marks, Kiara Sexton, Connie Clark, and Kirby DeWard, the 5 that started the game. Those 5 will start the second half for Shelton State as well. And here we go. Shelton will attack the basket to our left in this second half. Outside to Connie Clark, over to Kiara Sexton, who tees up a 3. It was on target, but a little short. Got her own rebound, puts it up no good, and got her own rebound again. A third chance for Shelton, and nice job by Kirby DeBoard with a strong drive to the basket to draw the shooting foul. The foul was on. That is Kaylee Hunter's 4th. Wow. That's 4 fouls on her already. She had 3 quick ones in the first half and then sat the bench for much of it. And here we are, 28 seconds into the second half, and she picks up her 4th. I'm sure that was not part of Coach's plan. Kirby misses the first free throw, but makes the second. (52-20), Shelton State by 32. And they can't get it in. And Coach has to burn another timeout just to avoid the turnover. And I believe he's down to just one timeout the rest of the game. Yeah, that is exactly the case. Wow. They were about a half second away from getting the 5-second call when he took the timeout to save the possession. Now they'll try the inbounds play again. And doesn't work out much better this time either. Out of bounds off of Kirby DeBoard. Wow, they're calling that a possession. I didn't think that would qualify as a possession. Got a hand on it to knock it out of bounds. Never really had it. And that's out of bounds off of Kirby again. So they will try to inbound it again. And Shelton will continue to make it tough on them. They get it in this time. Wow. You talk about a touch foul. They get Kirby DeBoard for her first. Certainly no problem. It's only the second foul committed by Shelton in the game. And we got a foul. Kirby DeBoard went down pretty hard. Sarah Morgan picks up her third. So they got Kaylee Hunter with 4 fouls and Sarah Morgan with 3. 52-20, Shelton leads it by 32. We are 55 seconds into the third quarter. Nice pass, and then a shot with the left hand by T. Marks. T now into double figures with 10. 54-20, Shelton by 34. And playing that stifling man-to-man defense. That shot's off the mark and got her own rebound. And that shot's blocked by Kiara Sexton. Shelton pushes the other way. Great pass by Kiara Sexton. And the finish by Connie Clark, and the foul as well. Jasmine Davis picks up the foul. What a great pass by Kiara Sexton after she blocked the shot. And then a tremendous strong finish by Connie Clark. She took a hard hit for the foul, still got it to go. And now a chance at the three-point play for Connie. She had one of those in the first half and came up a little short this time. $7:50 to go in the third quarter. 56-20. Oh, that was nicely done. Simpson with her first 2 points of the game. Foul on Keasia Williams. That's her first. Pardon me. It's Keasia going to the line. And her first is good. Keasia's 5th point in the game. And the foul was on Sydney Manor, her first. And Keasia no good with that one. 57-22, a 35-point Shelton State lead. Got a foul on Keasia Williams. Her first. 6:57 to play. Third quarter. 57-22, Shelton State by 35. Three-ball corner pocket is no good. And Keasia Williams pulls down the rebound. Kirby to board. Quickly to Connie Clark in the middle. A little high-low game and give them 2 more. That's beautiful basketball. That is beautiful, beautiful basketball right there. T. Marks with the assist and Keasia Williams with a bucket. Can't do it any better than that. We got 5 fresh players ready to come into the game. Oh, what a great pass. Oh, but missed the layup. Tremendous pass by Kiara Sexton. No call, no call. And the Bucks get the rebound. Connie Clark with a rebound. Ahead to Kirby to board. Now back for Kirby for the 3. Good. That'll get her going. Kirby had not made a 3 yet tonight, which is extremely rare for her to get into the second half without making a 3. But she hits one there. That might get her going. And another timeout on the floor. The 5 on the floor. Are Keanu Montgomery, Taylor Smith, Tiara Davis, Trinity Hambright, and Mary Moore. 62 to 22. It's a 40-point Shelton State lead. 5:15 to play in the third quarter. We'll have the men's game to follow. We'll have a very brief break in between the two games. I'll wrap up the women's game, and we'll sign off, but we won't stay off for long. We'll be back very soon after that to get you ready for the men's game. And the rebound to Mary Moore. 3 ball, Taylor Smith. Oh, boy. That was so perfect, it hardly even touched the net going through it. Taylor's hit 2 threes for her 6 points. 65-22. And a foul on Shelton State. It's going to be on Mary Moore. That's her first, the third on the team in this quarter. They've only committed 4 fouls in the entire game. And that's going to be another turnover. Lady Parsons have committed a lot of turnovers in the game, most of it due to the smothering Shelton State defense. Keanu Montgomery with a runner, won't climb in, and a foul. It's going to be on Tiara Davis. Her first, team's fourth. (65-22). Less than 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Here's a drive, and a pull-up shot is good by Kaylee Rory. Her first 2 points of the ball game. 65-24. Shelton leads it by 41. Mary Moore for 3. Got it. Mary has hit 3 threes. I don't know that she's missed one. I think she may be 3 out of 3. (68-24). A 44-point lead for Shelton State. And that's going to count. 2-point basket, Madison Myers with her first 2 points of the ball game. Came at the very end of the shot clock, and it banked in. 68-26, the drive of the middle. Ooh, that one popped out on Taylor Smith. Good job getting that rebound, though, by Tiara Davis. Now Keanu Montgomery, a little short. Mary Moore the rebound. She'll try the triple again, no good. Two minutes to play in the third quarter. Shelton with a big lead. That's a basket for Sarah Morgan. (68-28). The Shelton lead is 40. Taylor Smith. Now Mary Moore, she'll try another 3, no good, but Taylor Smith gets the long rebound. She tries the 3, no good. 68-28, Shelton State. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. And Mary Moore tried to get that rebound. He was out of bounds off of Snead. It'll be Shelton ball. That's going to be traveling on Tierra Davis. Shelton State has been on the Snead State tour here lately. A few days ago, we did a baseball doubleheader for you, Shelton State and Snead State. And then last Saturday, we did a softball doubleheader for you, and it was Shelton and Snead. And tonight, a basketball doubleheader, Shelton and Snead, and that one's good for 3 for Sydney Manor. Mary Moore, not this time, and a rebounding foul. Black 12, he says. That'll be Madison Myers with her first. Trinity Hambright at the line to shoot 2. Trinity has been very good at the line so far tonight. She's 4 out of 4 and keeps the streak going. And that's also good. Taylor Smith steals it. To Mary Moore, 3 ball, got it. And as the quarter ends, that's the second buzzer-beating 3 of the night for Mary Moore. She's done it twice. Brought a smile to her face. Mary's hit 4 threes tonight. 2 of them have beaten a quarter buzzer. And Shelton now up 73-31, going to the 4th. $22 points in that quarter for Shelton State. And just 11 in the quarter for Snead State. A 42-point advantage for Shelton going to the 4th. Folks, they could take the floor, promise not to shoot the entire quarter, and still win this ball game. Just play defense. And then when they rebound, a Snead miss or steal the ball, whatever, just don't shoot and give it back to Snead. And they could still win doing it that way because they're up by 42. Lady Parsons with the basketball. But this is not uncommon for this highly talented Shelton State team. They've beaten a lot of teams by big scores, so nothing for the ladies from Snead State to hang their head about. They're trying hard. That bucket there by Madison Harper into India Brown. Hit the front of the rim, no good. So no, all Shelton players that are available have played in the game. And that's up and in for Kaylee Hunter. Kaylee Hunter is back in the ball game. She's been on the bench for most of the game because of foul trouble. (73-35), Shelton State. Kirby DeBoard. They swing it. 3-ball, no good. That is Mac Mahone, who's in as well, as Tanaya Marks gets the bucket on the putback. T now with 12 in the game, so everybody has played for Shelton. That's available. And I feel confident that everybody will have scored in the game by the time we get to the end of the game. And a nice steal by Mac Mahone. She pushes ahead to Kiera Sexton. Back to Mac and give her two. Mackenzie Mahone just got in and she scores right away with the left hand. That's 11 of the 12 players now for Shelton have scored. Off the mark and the rebound to T. Marks. Kirby DeBoard. Now T for two is good. Tanaya's having a big game. She's got 14 to lead the way for Shelton State. 79-35. Lady Bucks on top. Knocked away by India Brown, but fouled by India. Her first. Not a shooting situation. An inbound situation instead for Snead State. And it's knocked away by Tanaya Marks. Oh, we got a big time collision there. That was like a safety and a wide receiver colliding. Fouls on Kirby DeBoard, her second. Got 6:40 to play in the ball game. Shelton State 79, Snead State 35. That's no good. And India Brown with a rebound. They push it ahead. Look at T. Marks run the floor. And nice hesitation shot and then up and in by Tanaya Marks. Boy, T is really, really playing well tonight. She's got 16. Lady Bucks now have eclipsed their season average for points in a game. They average 80 points a game. They're at 81. We've still got almost 6 minutes to go. Free ball is off the mark. And off of Snead State, out of bounds. We got Taylor Smith coming in. And Connie Clark And Tierra Davis also checks in. Mac Mahone stays in. India Brown stays in. (81-38), Shelton State. 5 minutes to play in the game. We'll have the men's game coming up. It's going to be a foul on India Brown.
Foul number 32, India Brown, her second, team's third.
That's short, and that's in. (81-40), Shelton by 41. Mac Mahone. Now Taylor Smith. Taylor. India Brown, no. .413 to play in the ball game. Man-to-man defense by Shelton State. There's a steal. Mac Mahone. Mac all the way for two. Mackenzie Mahone now with 4. They've all come in this fourth quarter. And Hunter misses the shot badly. Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith. Spin dribble. Spins it in off the window. That is high quality basketball by Taylor Smith there. High fives from all of her teammates. That was showtime right there by Taylor Smith. Taylor now with 8 points in the game, but that was beautiful there. She took it all the way, coast to coast, did a spin dribble to get the shot up with the left hand, puts the English on it so it spins in. That is beautiful. 3:08 remaining, and it's 85-40. Shelton State leading by 45. Tanaya Marks is leading the way. T with 16 points. Eleven different Lady Bucks have scored in the game. We resume out of the timeout. Kaylee Hunter misses, and Tierra Davis pulls down the rebound. There goes Taylor Smith. Tierra Davis saves it. No, it hit the boundary. 2:38 left to play. 45-point Shelton State lead.
Foul number 23,
Taylor Smith gets called for her second.
First, team's fourth. Stepping to the line for 2 shots, Kaylee Hunter.
We've got Keasia Williams back in, Mary Moore back in, Trinity Hambright back in. First free throw no good by Kaylee Hunter. That's their first free throw of the game and their second, and she missed them both. That's because Shelton has done a marvelous job of defending without fouling. And I mean defending tough. Shelton in a bit of a zone, and the 3-ball goes. Davis gets the triple. She has 10. Drive on a beautiful pass from Trinity Hambright, and Keasia Williams finishes at the rim. That's another piece of beautiful basketball. Keasia now with 9. 87-43. Air ball. We got a shot clock violation. I believe that's what they're calling. Okay. They're resetting the shot clock, but no violation yet. They put 3 on the shot clock. Three on the shot clock. Three ball is off the mark. Mackenzie Mahone with the rebound. Less than a minute to play. 87-43 Shelton State. And a tie-up. I will remind you, folks, this game was once 11-9. Shelton leading by just 2 a long time ago at 11-9. They then went on a 36-0 run to blow it open. It's been a continuation of that ever since. Boy, going up strong and making the bucket there was Keanu Montgomery. Way to go up strong, Keanu.
Stepping to the line for 1, Keanu Montgomery.
And free throw for Keanu Montgomery is good. So she gets the old-fashioned three-point play. 90-43, Shelton State. Less than 30 seconds to play. The Lady Bucks have more than doubled them up. Knocked away. And drawing the foul. Coach was trying to get them to stop and just dribble it out, but Foul on Sydney Manor, her third. Now Trinity Hambright at the line. First one is good. Trinity has 7 points in the game, all 7 points from the free throw line. Make it 8. She is 8 out of 8 on free throws. And we got 3 seconds left. And that's the ball game. 92-43 is the final. Just another impressive performance by the Shelton State Lady Bucks, as they outscored Snead State 30-9 in the first quarter, outscored them 21-11 in the second quarter, outscored them 22-11 in the third, and outscored them 19-12 in the fourth quarter. And the Lady Bucks win it by 49. They win it by 49, 92-43. Quickly adding up my unofficial individual numbers. All 11 of the 12 Shelton State players available scored in the ball game. And here's your unofficial scoring numbers. 2 players for Shelton State made it into double figures, as Tania Marks led the way with 16, and Mary Moore had 12 points on 4 made three-pointers. Others scoring: Kiara Sexton with 6, Mac Mahone with 4, Connie Clark with 9, Kirby DeBoard with 4. Check that. That's not right. Kirby DeBoard had 4 in the second half. She had 11 in the game. 4 points for Trinity Nope, that's not right either. 4 points in the second half. She had 8 in the game for Trinity on 8 out of 8 free throws. 4 points for Tiara Davis. 5 points for Keanu Montgomery. 9 for Keasia Williams, and 7 for Taylor Smith. That's your unofficial scoring numbers. And again, the final score in the women's game is Shelton State 92 and Snead State 43. Lady Bucks improved to 11-3 overall and 7-0 in conference play. Again, we're going to sign off, but just briefly, we'll be back very soon to bring you the men's game. Thanks for watching Shelton State basketball. Hello again, everybody. It is time for Shelton State basketball. Already had a great performance by the Lady Bucks, winning the first game. Now the men taking on Snead State. Introducing the starters. The Bucks come in with a record of 14-0 overall, 10-0 in conference play. And, of course, this is a conference game. And the starters for Shelton State: Jalen Johnson, Justin Buford, Thad Williams, Sean Elmore, Andres Burney. And let's see. Shelton State in the gray with the green numbers. Snead State in the blue with the black numbers trimmed in gold. And we are underway. The Parsons with the basketball first. 3 ball up. No good. And no good with a 2 ball as well. And the rebound pulled down by Justin Buford. Bucks with the basketball. And it's going to be Snead State ball. 5 starters for Snead: Corey Boston, Jay Jefferson, Micah Hodges, Jetikus Anderson, and Rashad Keith. And that's a 3 ball from the corner pocket. That's good. Jones hits the triple. Shelton with the basketball. Sean Elmore. Now Thad Williams. Now Justin Buford. He ties it up 3-3. JT with the 3. 18:28 to play in the first half. No good. A rebound pulled down by Justin Buford. Coach says push it. They do. Thad Williams. Yes. Friendly roll. Soft touch on the Thad Williams shot. 5-3 Shelton State. Again, the Bucks undefeated, 14-0. And the foul on Thad Williams. Shelton leads it by 2. 17:45 to play in the first half. They get it down low, but it's knocked away by the Bucks. Inbounds play in their own end for the Parsons from Snead State. 3 ball corner pocket is good. Corey Boston hits the triple. So nothing but 3s so far in the ball game. 2 for Snead, 1 for Shelton. 6-3 Snead. Thad Williams with it. Thad drives, and he misses. Yeah, pardon me. Thad had a two-pointer early. He tries a triple here. It's short. And out of bounds to Shelton State. Coach yells out of play. 6-5. Shelton down by 1. And that shot's no good. The rebound to Snead. And that's going to go into the backcourt. Backcourt violation. That'll turn it over to the Buccaneers. Okay, they had to determine which side of the midcourt stripe that they inbound the ball. They put 20 on the shot clock, and the Bucks get it rolling. Thad Williams, Sean Elmore. Turnover. Six to 5, Shelton down by 1. Snead gets another 3 up. This one's off the mark. And they'll try another 3. That one's off the mark. Bernie the board. Baseline drive. And we've got a whistle. And a foul on Rel Jones. It's his first, the team's first. It'll send Justin Buford to the line for 2. The first is good. Four points already for Justin Buford. And that one is no good. We're tied at 6. 16:06 to play in the second half. Floater off the window and in. That was a nice shot by Corey Boston. Traveling call. Eight to 6, Snead State has the lead. Oh, the block by Bernie from behind. Sean Elmore a little short on the triple. And that's going to be 3 free throws. And it's going to be a foul on Sean Elmore. Sean's first, second on the team. And to the line for 3 is Jadakiss Anderson. First one is good. second one is also good. And third one is no good. So he made 2 out of 3. It is 10-6. Shelton is down 4. This is the best I've seen a team defend Shelton State so far, but we're still very early. And that shot misses for Jalen Johnson. And the Bucks block it. Long pass to Jalen is a beautiful pass by Thad Williams, and Jalen Johnson puts it in. What a pass by Thad Williams. You got to get 27 on the shot clock, and it'll be Snead State ball. Just a tremendous pass by Thad Williams on that play, and a great job by Jalen Johnson to catch it and finish at the rim for 2. Another steal by Shelton State. Jalen Johnson, 3-ball, got it. Jalen has scored the last 5, and the Bucks, just like that, turn a 4-point deficit into a 1-point lead. More good defense as Bernie affected that shot. And it'll be Shelton State basketball. 13:43 to play. First half, Bucks lead it by 1. Thad Williams gets it into Bernie, and he gets it in that basket. Boy, that looked like Bernie could do that all night long if he wants to. That's what it looked like. And we've seen that be the case quite often. Another missed shot, the rebound to Jalen Johnson. Over to Sean Elmore. Sean back outside. Justin Buford now back out for a reset to Jalen Johnson. Jalen, the penetration and the scoop for 2. Jalen Johnson has scored 7 straight, and the Bucks lead it by 5, 15-10. Timeout taken by Snead State. So Jalen Johnson is Shelton's leading scorer here in the early going. He has scored the last 7 points in the ball game, and he has 7. Justin Buford has 4. Thad Williams 2, and a couple of great passes. Andres Bernie 2. For Snead, they're being led by Corey Boston with 5, and Rel Jones with 3. Parsons with the basketball. Bucks with a 5-point lead, 15-5. And a whistle. Bucks get the basketball, up by 5. We've got 12:27 to play in the first half. Michael Thomas in the game now. Justin Turner off the mark, no good. Justin Buford, pardon me. Hodges scores 2 for Snead. Cam Brown checks into the ball game. Oh, what a block by Justin Buford. And he came down with it as well. No foul call. And a steal. Look at Sean Elmore diving on the floor to get that loose ball. Jalen Johnson, hesitation, dribble drive for two with the left hand. Bucks come up with it again. But it goes out of bounds off of Shelton State. It'll be Snead State ball. 17-12, the Bucks lead it by 5. We got a turnover going the other way.
His first, team second.
17-12, Bucks lead it by 5. Antonio Thomas is number 25 in the game. He's got it now. Drives, a lot of contact, no whistle. Got his own rebound and put it back up and in. That's well done by Antonio Thomas. A lot of contact there, no call with the first shot miss, but he stuck with it, rebounded his own miss and put it right back up and in. Almost to the midway point in the first half with the Bucks up now by 7, 19-12. And that's off the mark. Skying up there for the rebound, Michael Thomas. Michael all the way. Oh, no good. And looked like a lot of contact again with no call. Jalen Johnson with the steal, but he couldn't control it inbounds. Sage McKenna into the game. We got Sean Elmore, Sage McKenna, Michael Thomas, Antonio Thomas, and Jalen Johnson on the floor right now for Coach Joe Eatman. That's a pretty shot for 3 by Jay Jefferson. 19-15, Shelton by 4. Thomas misses the 3. We got a whistle. Sage McKenna picks up his first, team's third. Bucks lead it by 4, 19-15. We got 9:06 to play the first half. Another made 3. Peerless Brown with the triple. Snead can shoot the 3 ball, folks. They have made 4 of them by 4 different shooters. 19-18, Shelton State leading by 1. Jalen Johnson. Penetration, and that's got to be goaltending. No call. Jalen will try the 3-ball from the corner. It's no good. And that'll be a shot clock violation as it didn't hit the rim. Boy, I thought that first one was definitely on the way down, but none of the 3 officials saw it that way. They don't give me a whistle, which is a really good idea. Coach Eatman talking with the official. Right now, I have a feeling the subject matter is what I was just mentioning. Antonio Thomas now. Sean Elmore for 3. Sean Elmore knocks it down from triple down. His first 3 points in the game. Shelton's third made 3 by 3 different shooters. 22-18, Shelton State by 4. Another made 3. And that one was contested, and he was fading away. What a shot by Brown. (22-21). The Shelton lead back to 1. Michael Thomas got it from 3-point land. Beautiful shot by Michael Thomas. He has that quick release on his 3. Back to a 4-point Shelton State lead, 25-21. The Bucks have made 4 threes by 4 different shooters. The Parsons have made 5 threes by 4 different shooters. We've got 6:56 to play in the first half. They try another 3, they make another one. Corey Boston. Oh, they're saying that was a 2. That was a 2. That was a 2, they say. So he's got 7. One more pass, and Thomas misses from the corner. Jalen Johnson with it. Sage McKenna. And the nice dish to Michael Thomas, but a blocking foul was called before the shot. Foul is on number 10, Gabe Gardner. His first, team second. Thad Williams checks back in for Shelton. Sean Elmore comes out. Inbounds play for Shelton State. Into Michael Thomas. Michael back outside to Thad for 3. No good. That one's off the mark. Bucks get the rebound. And that's good. Antonio Thomas knocks it down from Triple Town. He becomes the 5th different Buck to hit a triple. He's got 5 in the game, and the Bucks lead it by 5 again. And a whistle and a foul on one of the Bucks. It's on Michael Thomas, his first, team's 4th. Tavion Williams checks into the game. 28-23, Shelton by 5. Missed that one. And Thad Williams comes down with a board. Quickly the other way, Thad. Now Thomas with the hammer slam. Michael Thomas with authority, ladies and gentlemen. One-handed hammer slam by Michael Thomas. And a block. I think that was Tavian Williams that got that. Here's an alley-oop pass that was blocked and stolen away, and they get a bucket at the other end by Brown. 30-25, Shelton State by 5. We got a timeout on the floor. 4:46 to play in the first half. Bucks, as I mentioned, 14-0, 10-0 in conference play. And they are coming in after an 80-57 win over MMI. They beat MMI twice last week, once at home, once away. Had 2 wins over Gadsden State prior to that. They're averaging scoring 83 points per game. While they allow their opponents to score 64 points per game. But this has been a tough one with Snead State. They're a good team. Bucks lead it by 5. They get it inside, and they get it in the bucket. Tavian Williams scores 2, and the Bucks lead it by 7. That matches their largest lead so far in the ball game. 4:19 to play in the first half. And Tavian Williams knocks it away. Jalen Johnson gets it to Thad Williams, and he's fouled. Foul on Corey Boston. Just the team's 4th foul. Boston's first. That's off the mark. TJ Williams gets called for the foul. Inside, knocked away. Thad Williams the other way. And Tavian Williams lost the handle. .325 to play in the first half. The Bucks lead it by 7, 32-25. Short, and the rebound to Sean Elmore. And out of bounds. It'll be Snead State basketball. Jalen Johnson gets a break as Michael Thomas checks back in. Oh, great defense by Shelton, and they'll get the basketball. Michael Thomas, 3-ball corner pocket. Yes! Michael Thomas has 2 threes and a jam for his 8 points. And that's going to be a turnover to Shelton State. And another turnover. We'll give it back to the Parsons with 2:05 to play in the first half. The Bucks lead it by 10. That's their largest lead in the ball game, 35-25. Oh, knocked away by Sean Elmore. But the Parsons get it back. And they get a 3 up and in. Jadakiss Anderson with the triple. Another different Parson to hit a 3. Oh, what a great drive by Thad Williams. He had a quick first step, got by his man just barely, and went sideways along the baseline to get it off the window and in. Beautifully done by Thad Williams. And that's no good. Sean Elmore the rebound. And Michael Thomas couldn't finish that one. We're down to 43 seconds to go in the first half. 37-28, Shelton by 9, and another 3. Jadakiss Anderson hits another triple. Oh, turnover. That'll get it to Snead State. The Shelton lead is 6. We've got 16.7 seconds to play in the first half, so the shot clock is dark. And Snead will try and get the last shot of the first half. They get up a 3 and it rattles out. Shelton will get off a shot, and it's no good. Michael Thomas gave it a shot. And the Bucks will lead it by 6 going to the locker room at halftime, 37-31. Adding up the individual numbers. Six different players scored for Snead State. 5 of those 6 hit at least 1 3. And 2 of those 6 hit 2 threes. So they have utilized the 3 ball to their advantage. Shelton has hit some threes too, as the Bucks have 8 different players that have scored. And they have 5 different players that have hit at least 1 3. 4 of them hit 1, and 1 hit 2. The 2-man was Michael Thomas. All right, let's get you the individual numbers now. First for Snead State. They're being led by Jadakiss Anderson. He's got 8 points on 2 threes and 2 out of 3 from the free throw line for his 8 points. Peerless Brown also with 8 on 2 threes and a 2. Corey Boston has 7 points for them on a 3 and 2 twos. Jay Jefferson, 3 points on a 3. Orel Jones, 3 points on a 3. The only guy for them to score and not hit a 3 was Micah Hodges, and he had 2 points. Meanwhile, for the Shelton State Buccaneers, Jalen Johnson leading the way with 9. He's got 1 made triple. 8 points for Michael Thomas on 2 threes, and an impressive slam for the other 2. Got 5 points from Antonio Thomas on a 3 and a 2. 4 points for Justin Buford on a 3 and 1 out of 2 at the line. 4 points for Thad Williams. 3 for Sean Elmore on a 3. 2 points for Tavion Williams on a 2, and 2 points for Andres Burney on a 2 as well. Adds up to a Shelton State 6-point advantage here at halftime, leading Snead State 37 to 31. Parents Resource Institute for Drug Education, or PRIDE, of Tuscaloosa is proud to partner with Shelton State Community College as the only nonprofit substance abuse prevention organization in the area. They are dedicated to creating drug awareness and passionate about preventing the onset of addiction and substance abuse in the Tuscaloosa and West Alabama area. PRIDE is committed to be a consistent resource to all age groups in the community and to help people retain their freedom by remaining addiction-free. PRIDE works in close partnership with area school systems, including Shelton State. PRIDE passionately increases awareness and implements proven, holistic, evidence-based programs directly aimed at the prevention and intervention of the harmful substance abuse and addiction problems in our Tuscaloosa and West Alabama youth populations. If you're interested in hearing more, please visit prideoftuscaloosa.org. That's prideoftuscaloosa.org, or call 205-764-0351. That's prideoftuscaloosa.org, or call 205-764-0351. Shelton State leading Snead State 37 to 31 here at halftime. Coming up next for Shelton State on the schedule, They will travel to Boaz to take on the same Snead State teams, the men and the women, in a doubleheader on Friday night of this week. And then next Tuesday, they'll be on the road in Birmingham at Lawson State. It'll be a men and women's doubleheader as well. And then the next time the Bucks are at home, it's a men and women doubleheader here against Lawson State 10 days from tonight on March 19th. The very next afternoon, the women will play only, no men's game that day on the 20th against Chattahoochee Valley. That's a women's only matchup, and it starts at 2 p.m. So that's what's coming up next for Shelton State in the next couple of weeks. Bucks trying to stay undefeated, and Snead State is making it tough after the women won easily earlier tonight by a final score of 92-43. The men of Snead State are giving the Bucks a battle. Shelton led by as many as 10, might have been 12, their largest lead, either 10 or 12. And right now it's a 6-point advantage. Shelton State 37 and Snead State 31 here at a halftime. Coming into tonight, the Bucks, like the women's team, they spread their scoring around. They do have 5 players that are averaging double figures, but it's still fairly close in the scoring. Jalen Johnson, averaging 13 points a game, leads the way, along with, well, let's see, Justin Buford is next, averaging 11.8 points. We'll call it 12 points a game. And then at 11 points per game is Michael Thomas. So it's 3, not 5, but he's 3 players averaging double figures for Shelton at 13, 12, and 11 points. And right behind them, you got Andres Burney averaging almost 10 points a game at 9.8. Same for Thad Williams, averaging 9.8 points per game. And then Sean Elmore averaging 8.6 points per game. So that balanced attack for Shelton State. And that's pretty much showing through tonight. Jalen Johnson leading the way with 9. So nobody in double figures here at halftime. Michael Thomas has 8. Let's recap that scoring for you again. For Snead State, they're being led by Peerless Brown with 8 points, 2 threes and a 2. And Jadakiss Anderson also with 8 on 2 threes and 2 out of 3 for the line. 7 points for Corey Boston on a 3 and 2 twos. 3 points for Jay Jefferson on a 3. 3 points for Rel Jones on a 3, and 2 points for Michael Hodges. Shelton State, as I mentioned, being led by Jalen Johnson. He's got a 3. and 3 twos for his 9. Michael Thomas has 2 threes and a slam dunk 2 for his 8. Then you've got Antonio Thomas with 5 points on a 3 and a 2. Justin Buford with 4 points on a 3 and 1 out of 2 at the line. Thad Williams with 4 points on a couple of deuces. Sean Elmore 3 on a 3. 2 points for Andres Burney. 2 points for Tavion Williams. Foul situation, there has not been many. Only 4 fouls called on Snead State in the first half, so obviously no individuals in foul trouble. Only 6 fouls called on Shelton State in the first half. And I think it's by 6 different players, all with 1. Both teams back out on the floor and warming up, getting ready for the second half, with Shelton State leading Snead State 37-31. Our next live streaming for you will be Thursday. We'll have a baseball doubleheader for you. Shelton State, and I don't have the baseball schedule in front of me. I think they're playing Southern Union, Coach Bobby Sproul's team. We will have that for you Thursday. Expecting good weather. That'll be the next live streaming Shelton State sporting event for you. We're into the busy time of year as basketball's still going, obviously, and baseball and softball into their seasons as well. So we got a lot of overlap. We are underway with the second half. Jalen Johnson cut off on the drive. They get it inside Andres Burney, and he was clearly fouled by Rel Jones. That's his second. Andres Burney at the line to shoot 2. First is no good. He gets the second one. Free ball, no good. Out of bounds, it'll be Shelton State ball. Michael Thomas, oh, that around and out. Tough break there on the shot by Michael Thomas. Yeah, that one short, and the rebound to Thad Williams. Rebound to Snead. That's going to be out of play. It'll be Shelton State ball. Thad Williams brings it up. Coach yells out of play. Michael Thomas into the paint. Over to Jalen Johnson for three. That one's close, but not in. That misses, and the rebound controlled by Snead. Another chance for the Parsons. And that goes in. Bernie up strong, missed it. Another chance for Shelton. Thad Williams three is short. Another chance. Foul on Bernie. That's his first. Long three from the corner is too long. Thad Williams. Jalen Johnson blocked. From the corner, missed badly, and again it was contested by Thad Williams. 38-33, Shelton by 5. 16:23 to play in the second half. Thad for three, yes! Thad Williams knocks it down from Tripletown. That's Thad's first three of the ball game. And it's 41-33, Shelton by 8. Off the mark. Jalen Johnson with it. There's, oh boy, boy, he was going for showtime, was Justin Buford. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. He was fouled by Micah Hodges. Justin Buford at the line to shoot 2. And the first is good. Fifth point of the game for Justin. Second free throw. Also good. Have not been many free throws shot because there have not been a whole lot of fouls called. Look at the defense by Shelton State. Oh, that was nicely done by Snead. Hodges with the deuce. 43-35. Shelton by 8. Michael Thomas. Justin Buford. Thad Williams. Michael Thomas. Jalen Johnson. And Michael Thomas with the drive. The tip is good by Burney. Andres Burney now with 5 points in the game. And the Buccaneer lead is 10, 45-35. 14:10 to play. Second half. Hodges scores 2 more. Antonio Thomas checks in for the Bucks. 45-37. Shelton leads it by 8. Less than 14 minutes to play in the ball game. Jalen Johnson. Now a 3 ball is no good by Justin Buford. They get it in close again. Hodges again. Lost it out of bounds. It'll be Parsons' ball. And we get a foul on Antonio Thomas. Picks up his first. Inbounds play for the Parsons. Right to an open 3. They miss it. Now Thad Williams trying to beat everybody back to the other end, and he does. Did you see him take off? As soon as he got that rebound, he knew he had a shot to beat everybody back, and he did. And that's knocked away. Michael Thomas lays it in with the left hand. Boy, some athleticism on display. 49-39, Bucks by 10. Hodges with it. And they get it in there again. Jones with the stuff. (49-41), Shelton by 8. Thad Williams, Michael Thomas, back to Thad. Now Jalen all the way under the hoop, out to Michael for the three. It's no good, but the rebound controlled by Antonio Thomas. And a reset for Shelton State. 3 ball, no. Michael Thomas had it and lost it. And stolen away by Thad Williams. That's off the mark. Shelton has not been hot from distance tonight. They have shot a lower percentage than they're used to. That one somehow floated in. It looked like he lost control of it on his way up to shoot it, and it floated right in for Corey Boston. And it's 49-43. The Shelton lead is 6. With a timeout on the floor. In this second half, the Bucks have gotten 2 additional points for Justin Buford. He now has 6. They've gotten 2 from Michael Thomas. He now has 10. They've gotten 5 from Thad Williams. He now has 9. And they've gotten 3 this half from Andres Burney. He has 5. Micah Hodges only had 2 in the first half for Snead, but he has scored 6 in this second half. Rel Jones only had 3 in the first half. He has scored 4 already here in the second half. All right, out of the timeout, Shelton leading by 6. We got Jalen Johnson, Sean Elmore, Thad Williams, Justin Buford on the floor, and Justin banks it in. That was nicely done. Andres Burney, the other Buccaneer, on the floor. 51-43, the Bucks by 8. That's a miss, but the long rebound goes to the Parsons. They try again and hit. That's a 3 for Jay Jefferson. 51-46, Shelton by 5. Thad Williams for 3. It's good. Bucks needed that. They have struggled from three-point land tonight, but Thad just hit his second one this half. Thad Williams now with 12 points in the game. 54-46, the Bucks by 8. 10 minutes to play. They're halfway point in the second half right now. That's a travel. Boy, oh boy. Official Joe Limbaugh, who's an excellent official, called traveling, which clearly occurred before the foul. At least that's what I thought. But they have ruled that the foul occurred before the travel. So no traveling. And instead, a foul called on Justin Buford. He picks up his first foul, and it's a side out for Snead State. Big difference. However, the air ball three will give it right back to Shelton State. Thad Williams. Jalen Johnson. Nice feed and laid in by Justin Buford. Great assist from Jalen Johnson. 10-point Shelton State lead. We've been going back and forth between 5 and 10-point leads for the Bucks for quite a while now. That is no good, and a foul on a Buccaneer. Going to be on Justin Buford. That's his second, team's fourth. And 2 free throws for Rashad Keith, who has not scored in the ball game, and now he has. And that one rattles out. A 9-point Shelton State lead, 56-47. Nice feed, and Andres Burney does a good job of getting a shot up to draw the shooting foul. Foul on Keith is his first, and the team's third. Burney at the line for 2. First one is good. Second one's no good. I was actually able to just hear a conversation with the official, Joe Limbaugh, and Coach Joe Eatman, and official explaining that his partner said the push occurred and that forced the travel. So in that case, the foul should be called, and they, I think, got it right. Burney picks up a foul, his second. And we got free throws for Keith. Keith makes the first free throw. And he makes the second as well. 57-49. The Shelton State lead is back to 8. 8:13 to play in the ball game. Thad Williams has it taken away. Oh, there's got to be something called there, and they call a charge. Sean Elmore drew it. Foul is on number 2. Peerless Brown is first.
His first, team's fourth.
Fourth team foul on Snead State. 57-49. Shelton by 8. 7:40 to play. Jalen Johnson drives and drives and drives. And nifty move as he lays it in. Jalen now with 11. Short with a long 3, and Michael Thomas has the rebound for Shelton State. Michael Thomas, Sean Elmore, Jalen Johnson. 3 ball. Count it. Jalen Johnson knocks it down from Tripletown. Collects 3 points, served up on that tray, and the Bucks now with their largest lead, 13, 62-49, and Sean Elmore draws another charge. That's 2 straight drawn by Sean. Oh, and now and that's something you don't see very often at all. And another official called the block, and that's what they're going to call. They're going to count the bucket. Okay, the official's nice enough to actually explain it to us over here at the scorer's table. They're going to count the bucket. For Anderson. So count the bucket. Called a foul on Sean Elmore. And then converting the 3-point play. And the bucket for Hodges. And he converts the 3-point play. Jalen Johnson drives and spins it in. Jalen Johnson. And that's good. Another 3 for Rel Jones. 64-55. Shelton leading by 9. And again, it's been a long time now where the lead has been maintained by Shelton State. And it's been between that 5 and 12-point mark. It got to 12 just one time. Most of the time it's been between 5 and 10 points. It's right now at 9, 64-55. We've got 6:15 left. That's going to be a travel on Andres Burney. They get another 3 up and miss that one, and Justin Buford has the rebound. Quickly to Michael Thomas, who lays it in with the left hand. Thomas now with 12, and the Buck lead grows to 11, 66-55. And that one goes in for Jones. Buford drives and draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. We got a foul on Jones, his third. Got an injured Parson. Looks like he's going to be okay. At the line to shoot 2 is Justin Buford. We've got 5:14 left. We've got a 9-point Shelton State lead, 66-57. Free throw short. And that one's good. Three ball misses, but it's out of bounds off of Shelton State. Ten-point Shelton State lead, 67-57, and that man in the third row of the seats, he was open, and they passed it to him, and he was ready to shoot. Drive by Jalen Johnson. Passes back to a teammate. Second opportunity goes in for Justin Buford. Good effort by Justin to stick with it. He now has 13. .12 Shelton State lead. And they're defending better now, too. Here goes Antonio Thomas the other way. Now Jalen Johnson. Jalen with a drive, takes the hit, puts it up, no good. And the rebound and the putback for Justin Buford. Justin's having a big second half. And now, finally, the Bucks have stretched out the lead a little bit. They're up by 14, and they rebound another Parson miss. Michael Thomas. Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. That should have been a defensive foul there, in my humble opinion, but they called it on Michael. (71-57). The Bucks lead it by 14. We got 3:43 left. Oh, knocked away by Antonio Thomas, and then Thad Williams came up with it. And then Antonio runs the floor, missed the shot though. It's going to be Shelton State ball. .313 left to play. Bucks by 14, 71-57. Jalen Johnson. No. Out of bounds. It'll be five seconds on the shot clock, they say. It'll be Shelton State ball, but just 5 on the shot clock. 3:03 on the game clock. 71-57 Shelton State. Sean Elmore drives and lays it in. Sean Elmore now with 5 in the game. 73-57. The Bucks now with their largest lead of the game at 16, and you can reduce that down to 14. As Jefferson makes the bucket and got fouled. The foul is on Sean Elmore. It's his third. It's the 9th team foul on Shelton State. Jay Jefferson at the line to try and complete the three-point play, and he does. Wow, I had looked down to mark that made free throw on my score sheet. I did not see what happened there. It was just as the foul shot had been made, and it was just an inbound situation for Shelton. And everybody, thankfully, is okay. Bernie checks in for Buford. We've got 2:45 left in the ball game. Shelton leading by 13. Their largest lead has been 16. It's 13 now, 73-60. Jalen Johnson drives, missed it. And that stays in for Hodges. 73-62. The Bucks by 11. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Into Bernie, and he gets it to go. Another assist for Jalen Johnson. Another bucket for Andres Bernie. He now has 8 points in the ball game, and the Bucks lead by 13 again. 75-62. We got 1:27 left. And that's good for 3 by Jefferson. Timeout taken by Snead State. (75-64). Shelton leading by 11. 1:18 left to go in the second half. Jalen Johnson with 16 points in the game. Justin Buford with 15 points. Michael Thomas with 12. Thad Williams with 12. Those are your leading scorers for Shelton. Thad Williams called for the offensive foul.
Thad Williams, his second, team's 10th.
Three ball is no good. Nice rebound by Justin Buford. 53 seconds left to go in the ball game. The Bucks lead it by 11. Looks like they're going to go to 15-0 on the season. Sean Elmore drives and gets fouled. Allen picks up his first foul. It'll be a side out for Shelton State. Thad Williams dribbles out near midcourt. 11-point Shelton State lead, just 25 seconds left in the ball game. And Thad puts it up, no good. And they say Snead State basketball. Three ball, no. And Thad Williams runs it down. We got 6 seconds left. The Bucks will dribble it out. And Shelton State wins it 75-64.
Your final score, Shelton State 75, Snead State 64.
Well, the Bucks scored 37 in the first half to Snead State's 31. They scored 38 in the second half to Snead State's 33. So it was a pretty tight competitive ball game, but the Bucks prevail 75-64, and they improved to 15-0 in their overall record and 11-0 in conference play. Let's get you the individual scoring. I'll have that for you in just a second. The Bucks had 8 different players score in the ball game. That's actually a little bit less than normal. My officials, of course, as always, unofficial. But I've got Jalen Johnson leading the way with 16, including 2 threes. And Justin Buford next with 15. 1 3 for Justin. I've got 12 points for Thad Williams. He had 2 threes. So 3 and 12 points as well for Michael Thomas. He had 2 threes and a Showtime jam as well. So 4 players in double figures for the Bucks. Other scorers: Antonio Thomas with 5, 8 points for Andres Burney, 5 points for Sean Elmore, 2 for Tavion Williams. And that's your scoring, adding up to a Shelton State 75-64 victory. And again, the victory over Snead State improves Shelton now to 15-0 and 11-0 in conference play. That will do it for us. Again, earlier tonight, the Shelton State ladies win big time, 92-43, and the men, again, just winding up, a 75-64 victory over Snead State to go to 15-0 and 11-0 in conference play. That'll do it for us. We'll talk to you from the baseball stadium next on Thursday afternoon. I'm Lee Tracy. We thank you for watching Shelton State basketball.